We are back with the topographical map as explained earlier in the previous videos that I have shared with you all. The map is divided into grids. Okay, this grid square. So we have lines here 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Since these lines are moving towards the east, they are called as lines of eastings. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. These lines are moving towards the north. They are called as lines of northings. The distance between two lines is 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter on the map is equal to 1 kilometer on the ground. So one grid square is 1 square kilometer. Suppose they ask you a question how to derive the area of a given location. Say let's say from 64 to 67 and 29 to 31. So we have to count 64, 65, 66 and 67. So how much are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 64 to 67 is 4 and 29 to 31. 29, 30 and 31. So this is 3. So 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12 square kilometer. In this way we get the area of that particular region. So now the colors are very important in a topo sheet. So I have made some diagrams for you all of the signs and symbols. We'll start with the red color, settlements in the red color. We have a temporary hut. The temporary hut is represented by an outlined square, a small box outline. Then permanent hut. Permanent is completely colored, a red box. Then we have a compact settlement, compact or nucleated settlement. This compact settlement, the houses are very close to one another. Generally we see the settlements in the city or towns. Then we have scattered settlement. The settlements are scattered far away. So we see these in hilly or mountainous regions. Then we have a linear settlement. This may be a road passing here or a road or a stream, and the settlements are in a line. So when the settlements are in a line, they are called as linear settlement. Then we have radial settlement. It's like a radius. See these are the roads coming here, like a very important chalk or important square, and the settlements are in a radius. So they are called as radial settlements. Then we have roads in the red color roads. This is a footpath. Generally you will find the footpaths in a very densely forested regions. In a very green color area, dense forest, you find the footpath. Then we have a pack track. Pack track will generally be found in high terrains, mountainous regions, where cart tracks and other types of roads cannot be built. These you will generally find a pack track. Pack means kachar, like a small horse. Then we have cart tracks. Cart tracks you will find in a agricultural region, in a village. Cart tracks or animal driven tracks. Then there is another type of a cart track where it is written motorable in dry season. That means these roads can be travelled only when the season is dry. It cannot be travelled in a rainy season, maybe because it becomes very slushy. Then we have metal roads. Metal roads are with importance. Here we can see a dark red line and 20 written on that. That 20 is a distance stone. So metal road with distance stone. This is how you have to write it down. Then you see these are expressway. Expressway will have a red line and it will be shaded with a purple, or it will have a orange line shaded with a purple. And here you see these two black dots. These are toll plazas. The toll naka, we have a toll naka in that way. So these are toll plazas. Then you can see these two dashes like equal to signs in red. These are road under construction. We can say unmetalled road. Okay, because right now they are not metal. They are under construction. Then other important symbols in red. We have a red line here and something like a red in the map. It will be red lines. So these are man-made embankment across a river, across a stream, okay, across a water body. These are brickwork. In red color it will be brickwork. If it is in black color, same thing would be mud work, embankment with mud work. This type of symbol would represent a fort. Then we have hospitals in red. We have dispensary. We have aerodrome. Okay, these are colors. Post office will have a like a post box. The upper top would be black and the lower down is red. Then we have a police chowki or police station. It will be written it will be shown like this. If it is a police chowki, it will be mentioned police chowki. Okay, here we have blue and red, two triangles making a square in blue and red. Now coming to black color, which is very very important. Let's start with the boundary lines. Okay, now this is an international boundary. It will be quite dark, international boundary. And this is a state boundary. A state boundary will have a shading of green color, shading of green or shading of yellow. They will have a shade over here with a similar marking of international boundary but smaller in size. Then forest boundary will have a green line and there will be dots like this. Forest boundary. District boundary with just dashes like that. Dashes are district boundary. Then we have taluka tehsil boundary, generally with yellow color with dots here. That is taluka and tehsil boundary. Then we have drainage pattern. This drainage pattern is very important. It comes for 1 marks. This is a dry stream. Dry stream means this is a stream when it has water only when there is rain. It is a rain fed stream. Then disappearing stream. Disappearing, the stream flows for some time during monsoon season. Then it disappears underground, again reappears, again disappears, again reappears, again disappears. Therefore, it is called a disappearing stream. Both these streams you will find in a deserted region, a semi-arid region, sandy area. These are two different streams and they are running parallel to each other. So they are called as parallel drainage pattern. This is a dry river bed. These are the banks and here you can see the sand over here. They are dry river bed or seasonal river. This again is a seasonal river but it has a perennial stream and it's making an island here. So these are islands. This type of a drainage pattern is called as a dendritic drainage pattern. You know dendrites, neurons. So it's very similar to dendrites, it's very similar to neurons. Therefore it is a dendritic pattern. This looks like a radius. So this starts from a mountain and flows downwards. These are river streams flowing in different direction. Here there will be a contour. There will be something like a contour line like this, some sort of contour, and the river will be flowing in different direction. This is called as radial pattern. This is called a trellis pattern, making a T, or exactly not exactly, but somewhat like a 90 degree. These are river. This is a main river. Some streams are meeting here in a T design. So they are called as trellis pattern. This is a dry canal or dry canal. If it is in blue color, it is a perennial canal. If it is in black color, it is a dry canal. Okay, this is canal under construction. Canal under construction. Again, it will be shown in blue color. This is a sluice. A sluice is a water channel which is controlled by a gate. You know, like we have dams. It will be whenever the dam is full of water, the gate is opened. So this is called a sluice. And this is a earthenwork, man-made embankment. As I told you, earthenwork here similar. A man-made embankment with a relative height of 6 meters. If it is in black color, it is a height 6R, 3R, 4R, 5R. Whatever is written in black color, it is the height of the particular symbol near which it is written. If it is written near a sand dune, it will be a relative height of a sand dune. If it is written near a man-made embankment, it is a relative height of a man-made embankment. If it is near a river body, it is a relative height of the bank of the river. So that 6R is important. Okay, so 6R, 3R, 4R accordingly. Other important symbols in black, these are power lines. Now this power line is a surveyed. If it is totally shaded, the power line is surveyed. If it is not shaded, the power line is unsurveyed. Okay, unmarked or unsurveyed. So if we have a circle like this and brick is written, so it is a brick kiln, means where the bricks are baked. Ite ki bhatti. Lime kiln, where the lime is made. Lime chune ki bhatti. This is a chhatri. It is called a chhatri because it has only a chat. It does not have any wall. It has just a roof and it is supported on a pillar. So it is called a chhatri. The chhatri was used with Raja Maharajas when they used to sit down and watch a match of polo or horse riding or something. So that is a chhatri. Then we have a temple. The temple and the chhatri is just a slight difference. You can see, the temple has something pointed like that. It has a door. The chhatri doesn't have a door, but the temple has a door. Then church. Church hardly comes. Generally you find temples in the map and chhatri also. Very rarely do we see church or we see Eidgah or we see a mosque. This is Eidgah, this is mosque. These are graves. Okay, and this is a boundary pillar it is marked, surveyed. Boundary pillar unmarked. See the difference? Okay, you can definitely find the difference. No? Here is a circuit house, completely black shaded circuit house, and the roof is not shaded, it's a rest house. Then we have a diggy. The word diggi would be written there. Diggy means it is a tank used to collect water. So generally diggies are in places where there is a scarcity of water, and during the rains they store the water so that it can be useful in the dry season. Same with covered tanks. This is a covered tank, perennial covered tank. The tank is covered so that the water does not evaporate. This is an overhead tank. It is dry. If it is blue in color, it is overhead tank, perennial. This is a railway line with station. Okay, railways can also be marked in a different way. It can be marked with a line, and just a line like this, and crossing this way. That's also railway. But generally railways are shown this way. This a bridge. This is a cutting. Cutting means it's a railway line passing through a narrow, a low-lying hill. So they cut the hill so that the railway line can pass. Then in black color, heights are also shown in black color. This is 0.273. It is also called as spot height. Spot height 273 meters. ASL stands for above sea level. Triangulated height. It's shown in a triangle. Triangulated height 340 meters. When you have to write this height also. If they ask you what the symbol means, so this is triangulated height 340 meters. A triangulated height is a more perfect height because it is a mean height of 3 different locations, close by location, the mean height. Then this type of a black colored leaf is a surveytory height. Surveytory height 240 meters above sea level. BM stands for benchmark. Benchmark is the only height which is given in decimal, because apart from the height of that particular area, the man-made wall or a brick construction is there, even that is taken into account. So it is given in meters and in decimals. 3R, as I told you, is a relative height of whatever things it is there. Then we have dry water bodies in black. This is a dry tank with man-made embankment, mud work with a relative height of 3 meters this way. Then this is a broken ground. A broken ground happens due to gully erosion. This is a river. You can see the white type of a river. So when the river is in flood, the river breaks its shore, breaks its banks, and makes deep gullies or rills. So this becomes a bad land. It cannot be used for any other purpose rather than just for the water to flow. So we can't do agriculture, nothing over here. So bad land due to gully erosion or broken ground due to gully erosion. This is sheet erosion, bad land due to sheet erosion. Again, heavy rainfall, faulty technique of agriculture, overgrazing, strong winds. These are the causes for sheet erosion. Flooding is the causes for gully erosion, and different causes. Faulty technique of agriculture, overgrazing, strong winds, strong flow of water. All these are causes for the bad land. DEP stands for depression. When the wind blows away the sand is blown away by strong wind, DEP is written over there. Depression. Falls means waterfall. You'll generally find this in a high altitude region where a lot of greenery is there, where a lot of jungle is there. Here, fall 25 means the water is falling from a height of 25 meters. Then in blue color we have perennial water bodies. This is a perennial lined well and perennial unlined well. The difference between a perennial lined well and a perennial unlined well is that the perennial lined well has a brickwork. It has a wall right from the bottom to top, and a perennial unlined well does not have any brickwork. It's a gadda, it's a hole of only mud. There's no brickwork done. Then this is a perennial tank, and if it's written 6R in blue color, that is the depth. Okay, that's the ghairai, that's the depth of the perennial tank with relative depth. This is, I was telling you, the perennial overhead tank, and this is a perennial stream. This is a covered tank over here in blue color. The word covered tank would be written there in black. Now green color. In green color, the green color suggests vegetation. In the exam they will ask you, what type of vegetation do you see in the map extract? Vegetation means forest. Okay, there is a difference between agriculture and vegetation. Don't get confused with that. So whatever is written inside the forest, if it is written open jungle, so the vegetation is open jungle. Open mixed jungle, the vegetation is open mixed jungle. Dense mixed jungle with bamboo, so dense mixed jungle. PF stands for preserve forest, RF stands for reserve forest. Then we have yellow color. Yellow color means agriculture. This comes important for what type of occupation do you see in the map extract. So agriculture is the main occupation in the map extract. If there is a white patch, and the open scrub is written, so that again is a vegetation, it's called as a open scrub. So this comes here, vegetation. And then we have brown color or orange color. So these are contour lines. This entire thing is a contour, and these are contour lines. 300, 320, 340. That's the contour interval. The contour interval is 20 meters. Then we have this broken line. This is form lines, where the height is at an average or below 20 meters. There the form line is drawn, where the height cannot be measured. Then these are sand dunes. These are sand dunes, means shifting sand, and these are sandy flats. So sandy flat would be squarish in shape, and the sand dunes would be more of a irregular shape. So more or less we have finished all the color signs and symbols. I know the video is a little lengthy, but I hope it will be useful to you.